Hi, welcome to my video. Today we're going to be talking about standardized testing, the different forms of standardized testing, the best tests that should be administered to young children, validity and reliability, and then I'm going to connect, extend, and challenge. Okay, so the first form of standardized testing that we're going to speak about today are achievement tests. Achievement tests are a kind of standardized tests that measure the extent to which a person has acquired the certain information or that has mastered identified skills. So to get a little bit more on that, let's talk about achievement tests that determine instructional effectiveness. Let's talk about national tests. So for national tests, we compare student achievement across states to address higher standards for education. We also identify 4 instructional areas that pinpoint weaknesses in the state's instructional program and facilitate improvements. And then let's talk about state-developed tests. State-developed tests also fall under the achievement tests, and these are used at school districts. How? You ask? Well, to determine each student's progress. It also provides diagnostic information on a child's need for future instruction, as well as describe student progress between and within schools. Now, let's briefly talk about another standardized test, aptitude tests. What does this measure? Well, it measures the potential to learn or develop proficiency in any kind of area, provided that certain conditions or training is available. Aptitude tests measure the results of both general and incidental learning and predict future learning. And the last form of standardized tests that I want to talk about today is intelligence tests. What do intelligence tests measure? Well, intelligence tests mainly measure potential. Learning potential. This kind of test would be administered to children when you want to see what kind of ability and learning potential they acquire. Now, let's talk about testing for young children. And you may be asking yourself right now, why would I test a young child and how would that even be possible? Well, we need to test young children. We need to be able to see if developmentally they're doing okay. Do they have any delays? Do we need to diagnose a disability to get on time so that they can get the help that they need? And how would we administer this if developmentally their characteristics consist of short attention spans and poor fine motor skills? Well, we'd be able to do this one child at a time and with test items that are concrete or activities. Now, these kind of tests would be screening tests, and as I said, they help detect developmental problems that need further investigations. After this is administered, we would then go on to a diagnostic assessment. Adaptive behavior, which measures and assesses possible learning disabilities. We have intelligence tests that measure learning potential, and preschool intelligence tests and adaptive behavior skills, which are also used to diagnose mental retardation. Validity versus reliability. First of all, validity can be best described as the degree to which the test serves the purpose for which it is intended to be used. And reliability can also be defined as the extent to which the test is stable or consistent. Both are indicators of the test's dependability for its intended purposes, and both are equally important in determining the quality of the test. A little more on validity? Well, the degree to which the test item measures the test objectives and fulfills the purpose of the test is determined through content validity, criterion-related validity, and construct validity. Types of validity that relate to specific test types, well, the content validity is established for an achievement test. The criterion-related validity is established for an aptitude test. And construct validity describes the extent to which the test of an abstract psychological trait measures the trait. Now, reliability. Reliability is the extent to which the test consistently measures over time what it's designed to measure. It describes the degree to which the test is free from error of measurement. Types of reliability alternative form reliability, split half reliability, test retest reliability, and much, much more. This is just talking briefly on validity and reliability on testing. Now let's play connect the dots. How can I connect this information to you to help you understand just what testing really means? Well, when it comes to testing for young children, it's my first year teaching kindergarten. The school year is coming to an end, and I can definitely tell you that testing has been involved weekly. Now, not all tests are going to be administered to them writing. Some of the tests are performed orally. So the students would have to come up to me every Friday for their sight words exam. This is to help them aid in their reading. They're presented 10 new words a week, and they would have to come to me, one child at a time, and be able to read to me all 10 words that they learned in the week orally. So I'd point at a word, and they would have to be able to tell me what the word says. This is one of the ways that I administer testing to my students, and I was able to connect to the information that I presented to you. Now, let's extend on the information, and I'm also going to connect a bit. Well, what helped push my thinking as I learned these new things was that as a kindergarten teacher at a private school, we do not administer tests nationally. National tests fall under achievement tests. And as previously mentioned before, national tests help compare student achievement across the states for higher standards of education. So what these national tests do is pinpoint weaknesses to help facilitate improvements. They do not administer this in private schools and really don't use this. So it was nice to get, thinking on a broader spectrum and help push more, extend more my thinking, because my goal is to work as a public school teacher, and learning about this really helps me better understand why these achievements tests are done, and it's offer instructional effectiveness and to help the students. So it's always going to be for the students' benefit, and this is what I mainly was able to extend on. Challenge time. So what is challenge time about? Challenge time is about what puzzles me still after being presented this information and presenting it back. So questions I still have? Well, how can standardized testing be administered in a way where students can really connect all the information they learned and be able to express it in a way that is fun, where all the learning that went on in the entire school year can be reflected and shown in a way that is fun for the child, not stressful and exciting. Now, is that possible, and will it ever be possible? That's the question.